word of the Lord is blessed and it is the truth. Today we got some news on the injury for Tosin that I will read as follows. As per the Athletic, Tosin is not expected to be out for long, and Benoit Badiashile could return after the September international break. Both are capable of providing at least some of Levi Colwell's passing ability out of defense. And then further in the day, they had some more precise news on Tosin. Tosin Adarabayo's injury described as very minor. The current plan is for him to return to training later this week. That's Mr. Dom Smith. And then Simon Phillips further said, also quoting Mr. Dom Smith, Chelsea have been handed a huge injury boost with Tosin Adarabayo expected to return to training this week. So that's some good news for us defensively. Means that we do not have to panic any much more surrounding the defensive solidity going forward. But I feel that Achimpong actually did a good job stepping up in that role. Anyways, let's move forward. Some news on Renato Vega that came out this afternoon. Renato Vega has agreed to personal terms with Villarreal and is ready to join the Spanish club. Difficult negotiations continue over the fee with Chelsea, who value him at £34 million. There is hope in Spain that the deal can be struck for under £30 million. So meaning that we want more and the Spanish club doesn't want to give what we want, so it's going to be a haggle. I feel like this is going to go on until the end of the transfer window, but nevertheless I feel he will go eventually. Someone just has to compromise and step up. Either it's us or it's the club that wants to buy him. I think we are going to make a profit on him regardless of the price that we agree on. Anyways, let's move on. This is some interesting news that came before the Tosin injury update. Is that Chelsea are on course to weigh up making a late attempt to recruit Bayer Leverkusen star Piero Hincapié. As per Give Me Sport, I don't think there's a lot of substance to this, since what has been said previously that the club doesn't want to go in the market for a centre back, but and with Tosin returning also this quickly, I don't think we are going to sign another centre back. Yeah, I think that's out the window. It's a done deal. We just need to get Xavi Simons and Garnacho. Speaking on Xavi Simons' situation, Simon Phillips tweeted, as per Platigol, the current plan for Xavi Simons is for him to start the RB Leipzig against FC Bayern on Friday. After that, the move to Chelsea is set to be completed. The chances of the Chelsea transfer going through remain very high. And then they gave us some percentages. The percentage of Xavi Simons going to Chelsea remains 85%. So it's almost guaranteed that he's coming to us. Regardless if any other clubs inquire on him, he is set on becoming a blue. And we need him. We definitely need him. There's no other way. Moving on. Chelsea remain confident. Some more on Xavi Simons. Chelsea remain confident they can sign both Xavi Simons and Alejandro Garnacho. The Blues recruitment have been in direct talks to sign both players for a number of weeks now, and confidence remains high that both deals can eventually be done. That's per Mr. Tom Smith. And then Chelsea Dodgers quoted Alex Crook. Chelsea believes Man United can be negotiated down over Garnacho because of the toxic relationship with Ruben Amorim. So we are using the dark arts now. The dark arts in transfer. How desperate does Man U want to get rid of this guy in order for him not to influence the locker room? So the price might come down. maybe as I'm making this video, some news came out, but I will update more on the situation as it unveils and moves forward. Xavi Simons, I think that's the last thing I'm gonna report on him, because I'm just gonna leave it, because it's now just a rinse and repeat situation. I think his deal will be done, and we will only announce when it becomes a year we go, which will definitely be by the end of the transfer window or earlier. Let's move on. Some news on Nicholas Jackson. 4 clubs in the PL's top half are understood to have inquired about Nicholas Jackson, as well as numerous Champions League teams. Chelsea would like £80 million, but would look at lower if it's broadly in the line with other strikers' moves this summer. We bought Nicholas Jackson for, I think it was 30 something million, and now we want 80 million because of how the market has gone. I don't think we will get 80 million. We might get 60 million for him, but he won't be a Chelsea player, that's for sure. That's what I think. Us going with João Pedro and Liam Delap seems to work. But this weekend, man, I keep thinking on Crystal Palace. What if all the teams... I don't even want to talk about it, man. I'm still disappointed. Anyways, let's move on. More Nicholas Jackson and Aston Villa. Also due to FFP reasons, it's currently not possible for Villa to pay a transfer fee of over 60 million euros for Jackson package. So they have some, financial fair play issues, which means that the income that they have isn't sufficient enough in order for them to spend more than 60 million. Otherwise, they would have to take maybe from the owner's money, and that would be unfair. In terms of the rules, if anything, it would have to be a loan deal. What's clear and why Aston Villa Football Club are keeping a close eye on the situation. The deadline day is that Unai Emery is a big admirer of Jackson and is keen to bring the 24-year-old versatile striker. I think he will fit into the Aston Villa squad. He is quite he's a good player, man, and you can see that he can link up play even if he doesn't score. He does make those runs in behind. He opens the space for the midfielders to enter the box. He draws players out of position. He plays that role of being like how should I say? The words are not coming now, but he can link up play. Jackson can link up. The only reason we don't want Jackson is because he cannot put the ball in the back of the net. But Aston Villa, they obviously know that they have the players that can do that. So with him coming in, and he's still young, he can still improve. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't turn into a Kevin De Bruyne situation or Mohamed Salah where we let Jackson go, and then a few years later the guy is just a very much prolific striker. Anyways, let's move on. Jamie Carragher had some words on Estevao. I think he's already got Brazil caps. He scored against Chelsea in the Club World Cup. He looks pretty special. He's very young. I don't think it will be long before he's a starter. I think he's got a decent chance of playing on Friday. I would also like to see him play on Friday because of the fact that Kittens didn't do the job that needed to be done, and when Estevao came on, we played much better. So it's time to give him a fair chance in the Premier League in the starting 11. I can't wait to see that. So yeah, finally Carragher said something good about a player of our team. Let's move on to the last piece of news. This is just something Estevao said. The way the fans have treated me since I arrived has been incredible. So I am going to do my best to make them happy. I am just going to keep working hard every single day. I want to win matches, and if we do that, we will win trophies as well. He further also said that I have adapted a lot quicker than I thought I would, thanks to the manager, the coaching staff, and all my new teammates. They have all helped me so much and given everything to me since I arrived to make me feel comfortable and give me confidence. Everyone has helped me adapt to the game, but also the new conditions here. That's what I said even before he arrived in England, is that the type of players that we have and the atmosphere that we have is best suited for him in terms of the age and the way we play, and the coach that we have, the philosophy that we have at this point in time, and of course the winning mentality that kicked in since we qualified for the Champions League, we won the Conference League and the Club World Cup. Everything is just positive. So him coming in there, bringing his side, also working hard, having that spirit to fight for the team and do his best, being humble, being a team player, not being that joga bonito type of Brazilian that's ego is over the moon. So yeah, I think he is one for the future and he can make a difference as you've shown. Anyways, please leave a like, subscribe, comment if you have anything to say regarding the news and where you think our club is headed. And yeah, stay safe and God bless. Cheers.